What up, Dokkanners? Now we're going to take a look back at the global Dokkan campaign, Dokkan Now Special, and we're going to just go ahead and review all of the important things to take away from this. So this is going to be a condensed, reaction-free version of the live stream of the reaction video. Do check those out if you guys want to see the full reaction. Overall, my reaction to this was fairly positive. There were a couple of moments where I was a little iffy, but that was mainly because of the earlier animations and then me not being able to keep up with all of the information that was rolling in. There was a lot of stuff. So let's just break it all down here and go through it. Unfortunately, nobody tweeted out like every single page. So we're gonna have to kind of just comb through it ourselves and find it. So if there's anything that I missed, you guys can let me know in the comments down below, or I'll put something in the pinned comment. So starting from the top here, her name is Sakura Ando. So she is the MC for this, and she also has a YouTube channel where she will summon occasionally on Dokkan. Very wholesome, pleasant summons. You guys should go check it out. I'm sure she'll do some summons for this. So she was the MC, and then they had a comedic duo come in, Time Machine 3, I believe. These two actually kind of stole the show, especially this guy, because he was kind of mimicking the poses of some of the characters, which was pretty fun. I'm sure you'll see memes online. So here's the rundown. We had a Dragonstone giveaway where essentially we earned about 50 Dragonstones for live concurrent viewership. We did not hit the 100K goal, I don't think, because if we had, they would have shown it. They only showed we hit around like 71K, but we got a little bit more, so they gave us a few extra stones. But then we got stones from that. We also got stones from Geppy, the JP producer. He did the tile breaking challenge. And obviously it's not like real tiles for, you know, legal reasons. They can't be doing stuff like that where they just injure themselves live. So it was very obviously just a gimmick, but they did it for fun, and we won some stones from that. So about 50 stones were given away. And then they talked about events, social media campaigns, new characters, EZAs, and then they did chance time. For chance time, the numbers are 3 and 7. If you chose 3 and 7, or just one of them or both of them, you won. There were a lot of people on my stream who chose put all of it on 7, or all of it on 3, or both. So if you put all 7 of your tickets into that one number, you won 105 stones. So far, I don't think the stones have come in. I myself put 2 in 3, so I earned 30 stones. I haven't received it yet. We will be getting those eventually, and maybe by the time I make another video on this, maybe we'll have gotten it, because I don't think, yeah, starting from Sunday. Oh yeah, starting from Sunday, you will be able to, so right when the celebration begins, you will actually be able to redeem for the stones in the treasure shop. That's how it is. So it's not where they give it to you, it's where you redeem it for yourselves. Okay, so let's go through the events. So let me scroll up here. They were just telling us during the stream, you still had a little bit of time to finalize your chance time choices, but at that point, I think everybody had already done it. They were also doing a social media campaign where if you tweet out, post your thoughts about the broadcast, and you add this, then you have a chance to get a signed card signed by Masako Nozawa or Shinichiro Miki, which is Shinichiro Miki. So they showed this on the stream. There he was holding it. Looks pretty dope. Honestly, I would love to get that. I probably won't. I'll never get that sort of stuff. And then, yeah, here's the live stream stone count thing. At the time, I think we had like 24,000 just on the global one, but there was also the JP broadcast to consider. But in total, we hit about 71,000, and they showed. I don't think I can find that here. Okay, so now let's actually jump into the good stuff. Oh, he did the tile thing right away. Yeah. So here's the tile thing. He did it. Let me try to get to the point where he actually did it. Here we go. There you go. I just realized the volume was on. Okay, so he got it. We earned extra stones. That's great. And then they reviewed the stuff that they showed during the announcement video, breaking through the future. They basically, it was just like point for point, exactly repeating everything that they said in that video. And then we got to our first bit of news, and that was Goku Black Rose. So they are giving us a full Goku Black Rose free-to-play team. You guys might have already seen the clone video where I was going over all the unit details, so go check that out. But this is the event where you're going to be able to get all of these characters. Definitely farm them out. I would even recommend you go as far as to not only farm out the full TURs, but even farm out the full SSRs. Why not? Just because you have more options, for certain events, if you might need extra copies, you know, whatever the case may be, it's definitely a good idea to have a full Future Saga team for free all set. Then we get to our next and probably even bigger announcement, and that is for the 88th virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash. Typically during anniversaries or major celebrations, they will do special editions. For this one being the Global Campaign Special Edition, they have reduced the character limit down from 112 to 35. So instead of having, what is that? How many teams is that? How many teams is that? 16. Instead of having 16 teams, you are only going to need 5 teams of 7. I think they're doing this because Clash has always been an event that caters more to experienced players. Newer players always have a difficult time doing this because they just don't have enough pieces to jump in and get through all of the events, which is an understandable issue. I myself wasn't able to clear the first 3 or 4 clashes before I was ultimately able to do so, but that's also because I started spending money on the game. Other people are free to play. So them changing this down, I think, is a fantastic change. Don't worry, it's not to say that you're gonna have to fight the same 10 enemies with the 5 units or the 5 teams. They're scaling it all down. So it's the same event, but it's dwindled down. So it's probably gonna be like 1 fight for stage 1, maybe 2 fights for stage 2, and then, or maybe it's 1 fight for stage 1, 1 fight for stage 2, and like 2 fights for stage 3, something like that. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be shorter, it's gonna be more manageable, and probably a little bit more difficult. That way, it caters more to free-to-play players or newer players, which is a good thing. I think this is very nice. I could tell you, like during my live streams when I do these, doing all 3 runs of Clash takes roughly 2.5 hours, and that's boring. I don't enjoy it, but yeah. So that's an awesome change. Then they showed their Twitter poll. So they did a poll on Twitter. This is interesting. I believe this is what they were referring to in the announcement video where they talked about we're going to do something experimental. I think it's this. And it's basically where a Twitter poll will determine the type of content that we're going to be getting in part 2. Now, my Daima goggles activated during this, I will admit. But let's just go ahead and read this and then I'll explain what my Daima goggles were all about. Dokkan Ultimate Players Choice Battle. Okay. The event content will be designed based on the survey results. Question 1. Which type of event do you prefer? Short battles that end in a flash with enemies showing up all at once, a 1-phase battle where 4 enemies show up simultaneously, or 2 long battles that require build-up with your strength and strategies for the final showdown, a 4-phase battle where an enemy shown up in each phase. So most people are voting 2, which I personally also voted, but this will dictate what sort of event, I think singular event that we get in part 2. It probably won't account for everything. But what I was thinking of with this when it comes to my Daima goggles was I was thinking to myself, what character from Daima potentially has an AoE type of move? And that's Goma. Goma has a move that is very similar to the Dragon Ball Super Broly. So I was thinking to myself, ooh, this soft confirms Daima. Little did I know, my stupid face had no idea what was going to be leaked later on. Again, go watch all the videos that I've dropped on the channel. You definitely want to see all of those in the order that I posted them. Because yeah, a lot of crazy stuff. Spoiler alert, it's not Daima that's coming up in part 2. Go check out those videos. So after that, let's see, what's the next thing? They reviewed on the Global Stone thing on the live stream, and even now, I once again urge you, while this is tempting to pick up right away, newer players, I would strongly recommend you do not pick up any characters with these special stones just yet, because there are going to be easy A's and super easy A's that occur during the course of the celebration, even temporary boosts. And you really want to be able to have access to those types of characters, especially if they're going to be better. So don't just buy whatever character you want right now that floats your boat. Even with the ability to buy 5 different characters, it's better to wait so that you have more options at the end of the day. And I will do a follow-up video when we have all of the easy A's and super easy A's out in the open. I will do another video going over which characters I think would be better, an updated version of it. There is a returning campaign for those players who have not been playing the game since March 31st. If you have not opened the game since March 31st of this year, and you have actually opened up the game since June 23rd, between June 23rd and July 10th, then you will be eligible to get a new set of missions that only you get that can give you up to 150 Dragon Stones. There were a lot of people on the live stream who were very upset by this, and those were the veteran Dokkan players, but think about it this way. If you haven't been playing since March, then you have definitely been missing out on way more than 150. This 150 is sort of a get cash quick kind of deal for players who are returning. to incentivize them to jump back into the game and get back into the regular flow of content. But I can assure you, veteran Dokkanners who have been around since that time, you definitely got more than 150 stones during the interim. So you are not missing out on anything. This is just to bring other players back, and hopefully it does bring people back, because honestly, this is what, my like 7th video this tonight. I'm exhausted, but we're not done. We're burning the midnight oil. There is a lot of content and a lot of stuff that I'm very much looking forward to. This celebration is looking really, really good. Like every video that I make, I get more and more excited. So y'all want to come back. Like this is looking good. Okay. So after that, let's see, they started vamping. We had, I think it's called Free Talk. Yeah, it was called Free Talk. Then they kind of faked us out because like the studio went dark. We thought maybe this was going to be like their entrance into the new characters. It was Shenron making the wish thing. Then they reiterated the Twitter social media campaign where players got to choose what rewards they wanted. And yeah, they just were talking about that. I think what's funny is I think Goresh got notified that he won. And I realized that my settings on Twitter don't allow for new messages. So I definitely am. I've never won. Maybe I did, but I never actually won. So I'm upset by that because Goresh doesn't deserve W's in Dokkan. I do. I hate Goresh. All right, let's move on to the next one here. What is the next bit of news? Oh, yes. So this was finally confirmed courtesy of them. While we already knew this from the data download stuff. Infinite boosts are going to be taking place from the commencement of the Global Dokkan celebration. Actually, yeah, no, not, yeah. So 1 hour after Global's daily reset, we will be jumping into the Global Dokkan celebration. At that point, for 14 hours, there is going to be a 7-second recharge time for a boost. Meaning you cannot possibly consume boosts faster than you get them unless you start an event and then you just cancel it. So you cannot organically start an event, clear an event with a boosted run, and then get it back in 7 seconds. So basically you have infinite boosts for 14 hours. During that time, you should summon, you should, or not even summon, you should farm all the medals you possibly can for whatever characters you're looking for, because with double the drops, you're going to be able to get a lot more done in a shorter amount of time. That's ultimately the point of this, but it has to do with the number 7. There's actually a lot of 7 going on during this celebration, or during this like info breakdown, which sucks because people definitely invested in 7 in the chance time, and I did not think of that. I was mainly thinking about Lakers stuff when I chose my numbers. What a fool I was. Okay, next bit of news here. Come forth, Eternal Dragon, Mysterious Wish Orbs. Log in and try your luck. Come get awesome rewards. So every day that involves the number 7, which is basically the entire month of July, you will be getting a randomized login sort of thing. I think that's what this is. Similar to like the Captain Ginyu thing, or maybe the Gohan camping thing, for those of you who have been around for older celebrations. But it's just login stuff. So log in, play the game, get awesome rewards. That's ultimately the point. Play the game daily. They are doing a Dokkan Awakening support campaign, not just for the new Dokkan Awakening medals, but I think for multiple Dokkan events, not just like for this one, but for all of them. We'll take a look. Actually, you know what? Let me pull that up in the data download. That's going to be a separate video, but I want to just check it. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at all of this. This one, Berserker of Destruction, all the way. Is it every single Dokkan event? Pure Carnage and Destruction, Cell Games, Kid Buu. They're definitely doing this because of the infinite boosts. So this is the time. If you have not done any of the content, or if you have not farmed up any of the medals on any of the events, this is definitely the time to do it. The first 14 hours of the Global Dokkan celebration, this does not stop. It just keeps going. I think it's every single Dokkan event. I think it's literally every single Dokkan event. And you know what? I'm definitely not going to be able to do all this during that time because I'm going to be making videos. But I will be getting all of these missions done. All of them. Mark my words. Deal 7 million damage. Bring every single type. This is insanity. It's every single Dokkan event. I am going to keep scrolling until we hit the end of this. Okay, I'm getting dizzy. I'm not going to do that. Okay, let me just get to the bottom. I'm actually getting dizzy. There's so much! What? Dude, it's every single event. Wow. Okay. Missions related to multiple events. Yeah, I'll say. Okay. So there's that. More stuff for you to do. Best bit of news right here. We have temporary boosts coming to 2 notable LRs. It's very clear that they saw how much we liked this. So this encourages people to summon more, own more variety of characters, because during major celebrations, they will continue to do this sort of thing. For temporary windows, these characters are going to be stronger. We will check. I have to go look at the data download, so we'll do that in another video. We'll see just how much more powerful these guys have become. But these guys are going to be great because they both fit within the confines of their respective teams that we have the new units for. So Vegito, great slot 3 unit. He will kind of help round out a rotation. The Rose, big bad boss connection, gives you great synergy, especially with the new LR. So yeah, this is going to be also, he is a huge beneficiary of the passive effect. Plus pseudo crit. Oh, very nice. Okay, for a limited time. Yep. This is probably the worst news of the whole thing. They are continually doing, they're pushing this like Twitter, what do you call this? The account linking thing, where like you have to authorize Bandai Namco to have access to your Twitter, and then you have to like retweet stuff. I personally despise this. I do it obviously because I want the free stones and all that stuff. But what I basically do is I go through it, and then like after I'm done getting all the rewards, I just delete all the reposts because I don't need my home feed like inundated with all this crap. But this time around, you're getting 30 stones, 10 Kais, and oh man, Rainbow Link Skill Orbs. This is one of the rarest commodities in the game. This is even something that whales can't possibly buy an infinite supply of. We get these in limited quantities, and so whenever we can get them, we really want to get them. So if you are a Link level fan, you kind of need these. That sucks. Okay, well, that's oh, it's starting. I think it's starting. Yeah, it's starting when the Global Dokkan celebration starts. So I will do a video for that as well, just to show people how to do it if you guys are interested. So then they kind of just summarize everything they've talked about so far. We're not done though. Then they go over the unit animations. So we've already seen the animations. Here are the card arts. I gotta say, the SSR for both the Goku Black Rose and the Goku Vegeta, both, I think the SSRs are the best. Better than the LR, honestly. Oh yeah, and there it is. Yeah, he was making fun of the Goku. But this one just looks so good. They just look really good. I think the SSR looks the best. So we see the card art. Then we see the animations. Go check out my reaction or the info videos for the full breakdown on the animations and the unit details. Once again, when we were watching this live, I definitely missed one of the, and grammar is such an important thing. I missed a comma when reading the active skill details, and that made a huge difference. So one of their active skills is permanent. That's this one. You overwrite dodge canceling. The other one is not permanent. So this one, just like the Rose, both have this, where it's a 4-turn temporary buff. Full guard, passive boost, extra defense for a specific category, only for 4 turns. So yeah, go check out the full breakdown for that. We're not going to talk about that here. They go over both units overall. And after that, we then get the announcement for the Super EZA for the Vegito Blue and the Goku Rose, Goku Black Rose. Also, we are getting the LR STR free-to-play Zamasu Goku Super EZA. All those unit details I've covered in a previous video, so go check that out. Link will either be in the description or just check out the channel because all the videos have been dropped. So yeah, these were announced. They didn't show details for it, sadly. And then we finally ended up on Chance Time. And so, yeah, they chose 3 and 7. So if you got 3 and 7, congratulations. If you did not, well, it sucks. Let's see. And then the last thing, promo code Global 2025. So if you go to the Bandai Namco website, you've got your account linked and everything, then you can enter the code Global 2025 and you will get 7 free stones. If you have not done it yet, I think you can probably, I think it's going to be around for a little while, especially since there's been some issues accessing the site when when a lot of people are doing it. So don't feel too bad if you can't access it right now. For more details on how to link the account, I talked about it in another video, so you'd have to look for it. I think I dropped it like last week. Also, this video itself does go in more detail on how to do it. Also, in-game, you have news in-game on how to link your account. The Bandai Namco linking account does not secure you when it comes to backups. Like if your device is dead or something like that, linking your account to the Bandai Namco website or the Bandai Namco account is only for extra things, where you win a drawing, a raffle, they have to send you stuff directly into your game, or you score high on the Million Arena, that sort of thing. That is what that is for. As far as data recovery and backup, that will not solve your problems. That's what the other things are for, backing it up on the Google or the Apple or Game Center, things like that. So that stuff is taken care of. They go in more detail on how to do it. They show you here, right there. They actually do the whole demo, like you inputting the code and then how you get the stones in game. The stones, once you actually input the code and it's transferred over, when you go to your home screen or you just refresh, it'll automatically add the stones into your stone count at the top right. But you can check like your stone addition history to see exactly how much you got. And that about covers it. Yep, that's it. And then at the end of it, the orchestra plays again, absolutely teasing me with a slap in the face with the blue and the pink or the purple, whatever, flying around like in the same way that... Dude, that is just so mean. But anyway, there you have it. That is the full Dokkan Now special. I saved you 40 minutes because the whole thing was an hour and 10. We got this done in about 20 minutes. But yeah, that is a lot of stuff to cover. But you know what? We're not done. We got even more information coming in. But a lot of good stuff. I think, again, my favorite thing about this was definitely the Clash. Clash getting simpler and more straightforward is definitely going to be a good thing. I hope the stone rewards don't change. I hope the difficulty spike is manageable and everyone gets to enjoy it truly. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Dokkan Now special broadcast. Did you enjoy the experience overall? I thought that it was fun. I was a little iffy on the animation, which definitely didn't ruin my mood or anything like that. I think what did ruin my mood was the fact that they didn't go over any like EZA details. Kind of wanted some more for that, but yeah, overall I thought it was fine. Maybe they honestly, if they're gonna give us a data download and they know like that we have a data mining community, they really should just go over all the unit details. Even if it takes longer, hey, it's more time to just interact with Omatsu and those guys. Like, why not? I think they should do that. Let us have more of those. Oh, there's a survey. I'm gonna do another video on the survey. There is a survey. Y'all need to tell them about Million Arena. Anyway, another video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll at least know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.